and WMIXsports.com, where you can watch or listen from any device. Lady Rams basketball on WMIX Sports is powered by the official voice of Lady Rams Athletics, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Lady Rams basketball is also sponsored in part by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square, and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Ren Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital. Raising the bar. Winning Edge. Schmidt Ford of Salem. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Schmidt Salem. Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. All Stars and Central Stitches. Christian Church. And People's National Bank. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Zerwinski for Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball. From the Ford Square WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, the Landers Collision Center's pregame show starts now.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Assembly Hall in Nashville. Toby Gullion sitting in for Chris Hugo, who's on his way to Heron, as the Mount Vernon Rams will have one victory lap tonight against Solden as champions of the Pyramid Plus after their thrilling win yesterday. And the Lady Rams hoping to join suit with a just as exciting win here this afternoon as they take on the Triad Lady Knights. Mount Vernon finishing full play at 1-2 as they beat Oakville in the opener 41-19 before falling to Massac County 51-48 yesterday, and that really, as Coach Lon had said after the game, took a lot out of them as they had to bounce back and then play a very good Mascuda squad, who, yes, they did play earlier in the day too, but it was the very first day of the game, in a game they won 48-8. So a lot of their starters getting a ton of rest, so that did play a role in the 59-47 loss last night. But the Mount Vernon Lady Rams are fresh. They had their good night's rest, so they're ready to go here against the Lady Knights. And you are listening to the Landers Collision Center pregame show. We'll come up with some keys to the game for Mount Vernon to come away with the fifth-place trophy and let you know what happened in the seventh-place game just before this one. Landers Collision Center continuing to expand their services in Mount Vernon and Salem. After your next collision, ask about free detailing as long as you own your car. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888-LANDERS. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Is your insurance deductible met? Do you have sleep apnea? Call the Medicine Shop Pharmacy to order a new mask or supplies for your CPAP or BiPAP before your deductible starts over next year. Our respiratory therapists will take the time to make sure your mask and supplies are a good fit for your needs. The Medicine Shop is also your #1 source for nebulizers and associated supplies. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We have 3 respiratory therapists full-time. That allows us, with our respiratory care, a great deal of flexibility to take care of everything from ventilator needs for infants down to simple nebulizer needs for a sick child, and everything in between: oxygen, CPAP, BiPAP therapy. Our respiratory therapists are wonderful, skilled at that.
We look forward to hearing from you. Give us a call. The Medicine Shop is a locally owned business run by local people. Happy holidays from the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Wouldn't it be amazing if there was somewhere you could listen to knowledgeable discussion, interviews with a great mix of coaches, get the scores, and be entertained? You must have missed last week's Saturday Sports Show. Give AM 940 a couple hours every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news, and we'll give you the info you need like no one else can. It's your best option this sports season. The Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Powered by Crossroads Community Hospital. Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square. This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball.
Welcome back to the 7th Annual Nashville Girls Tournament. Nashville-Massac County will cap off tonight's action in the championship game. Should be an entertaining game. Nashville thrilling their home faithful last night with a come-from-behind victory to beat Collinsville at the not the buzzer per se, but with 5 seconds left, Jordy Hari was able to cap off 11 points in a 6-minute span that helped her team to the victory. In the third-place game, that's going to feature Collinsville and Mascoutah. Right after this one, Triad and Mount Vernon. Earlier on today, the first game, the 7th-place game, Freeburg and Oakville. Oakville actually playing a lot better, a lot more competitive than we've seen them in the entire tournament, but they did fall to Freeburg 38-22. So Oakville finishes the tournament 0-4, and Freeburg with their first victory of the season. We talked about the Mount Vernon Rams. They will be in action later on tonight. Chris Hugo will have the call coming up from the Pyramid Plus tournament as they tip off with Soldan International Studies, and Soldan winless so far. Mount Vernon at 4-0. They'll play at 7 o'clock on WMIX at 94.1 and online at WMIX Sports. You can also follow them on Twitter at WMIX Sports and get all the updates. Salem and Heron will start things off in about a half an hour from Heron to start, and that one Salem trying to get to 3-2 in the tournament, possibly wrap up third place. And then for the nightcap, it's Marion and Collinsville. So Collinsville is going to finish second in the tournament, Mount Vernon first, and if Salem again can get the win, they'll finish third. But in this one, the biggest game of this tournament is the fifth-place game. The Lady Rams, to get a win tonight, today they're going to have to play through their big Hannah Owens inside, but to do that, the guards are going to have to do a good job of hitting open shots from the perimeter. We've seen in the tournament so far, Hannah has gotten her points, a lot of them from the free throw line, but the other teams have really packed in the zone and tried to double and triple team her at times, and the Lady Rams have been a little bit impatient trying to get her the ball. So we'll see if Claire Ryan and Courtney Scarborough and the likes can come in. And even Peyton Hayes, who saw some action in the second half, hit a big three-pointer, got a bucket and a foul. And I know Coach Jeff Lonan was really happy with the contribution from her in the second half of last night's loss to Mascoutah. So if she can get some more action, maybe she can provide that outside shot. That's really the only thing that's really been missing here early on through the offense is that lack of the outside shooting and the way the guards try to work through Hannah inside. If they can continue to do that with the mindset of trying to get her the ball but do it in a smart way, I think they're going to be just fine. And it's early on in the season. Plenty of room to improve for everyone. You're listening to the Landers Collision Center pregame show here on 940 AM and WMIXsports.com. Big or small, Landers Collision Center fixes and now details them all. Premium detailing is now available at Landers Collision Center. Call anytime you need them. 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888 Landers. We'll come back. Don't forget, coming up in just a little bit, we'll have the Central Christian Church starting lineups and let you know who Coach Jeff Lonan will throw out there. And this will be the final game from the Assembly Hall in Nashville. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX Sports.
This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. I want to thank Mount Vernon and the surrounding area for continuing to support us over the past 5 years. If you have never sat down with someone to go over your insurance program, let me invite you into our office. Let us show you what working with the industry leader, represented by a local agent, can do for you. I'm located just off 42nd Street. You can reach our office 24 hours a day at 242-1421 or on the web at TonyWilt.com. Thanks again, and go Rams.
People's National Bank has served the communities of Southern Illinois since 1909. People's National Bank's strong roots extend deep in the communities. We serve through local schools, chambers, summer youth programs, charities, and much more. Whether you are a teacher, a farmer, business owner, plant manager, or janitor, People's National Bank has the financial strength and knowledge along with the high-quality products and services to help you with your financial needs.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC.
Here's Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon.
The Sonic is a car that has done well for us, and we're moving out the remaining 2013 Sonic. I know people that have come in looking for pre-owned cars and have driven off with a new Chevy Sonic because they're so affordable that they can get into a brand new car with a brand new warranty for basically the same payment. So the Sonic is really a good deal for people.
Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler. This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball.
Welcome back to the Assembly Hall, the final segment of the Landers Collision Center pregame show as we get you set for tip-off here from the fifth-place game, the Triad Lady Knights and the Mount Vernon Lady Rams. And these two teams evenly matched. And if you ask Coach Jeff Lawton what he's worried about the most, definitely the defense Triad will throw out there, the 1-3-1. And Mount Vernon very familiar with the 1-3-1. In fact, as the number one seed last year in the regional, as Lady Rams fans know, it was Heron playing the 1-3-1 that knocked off and shocked the top seed, Lady Rams. So we'll see over the summer. I'm sure that was a point of emphasis as the off-season work was going on, and I'm sure in the preseason work that was one thing that Coach Lawton worked on as well, is try to be prepared for that 1-3-1 and really any type of zone. Mount Vernon is sure to see a lot of zone throughout the course of this season until those perimeter shooters can prove, or not just shoot the outside shot, but penetrate and get some open looks for their inside bigs as well. And just a couple of players that have played well outside of who we've mentioned. Micaiah Rush has been active chasing down loose balls, and she's done a good job of being a force inside, even though she's not very tall. Micaiah is in there at about 5'5", but one of the more aggressive Lady Rams when it comes to tracking down the loose ball and that sort of thing. Aisha Sanders came in the starting lineup last night and did a good job on the boards underneath, and she was joined inside by Hester as Miriam came in off the bench, and the 5'10" junior gave Coach Lawton some good minutes as well. So that's what Mount Vernon is going to hope to do, is put some more points on the board and play some good, strong defense, see if they can play that strong, tight, man-to-man defense that Coach Lawton envisioned. That's going to do it for the Landers Collision Center pregame show. Landers Collision Center can fix that small fender bender or major collision on any size vehicle, and now they can detail it too. Big or small, Landers fixes and details them all. 1-888-Landers. We'll take a break, come back with the Central Christian Church starting lineups. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX Sports.
Renly College's Adult Volunteer Literacy Program is looking for volunteers to help stop adult illiteracy. Give the gift of reading and be a hero forever. Renly College will provide you with training and materials to help adults develop the basic reading ability needed to excel. You can work one-on-one, tutor a small group, or work with students in an adult education classroom. Experience the joy of helping others and change a life. Call Renly College's Volunteer Partnership toll-free at 800-369-5321, extension 1342.
America is a nation on wheels. Everyone has at least one automobile. We use them for shopping, work, everything we do. But they can be a threat. Some accidents can't be prevented. Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview and Mount Vernon, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. Call Page Insurance today at 242-7000 about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Ask them about the many money-saving discounts that are available. Depend on your hometown professionals. Pekin Insurance.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. Imagine this. You're driving down the road. It's dark as can be outside. Thank goodness you just had that left headlight bulb replaced. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see a thing. Now, close your eyes. Okay, don't close your eyes. You're supposed to be driving. Imagine noticing a slight twinkle off to the left, just above the ditch. What is that, you think to yourself? All of a sudden, whap! You've just encountered your first deer hit. The left side of your vehicle is beat up pretty bad. The next thing I want you to imagine is very simple. Picking up your phone and dialing 1-888-Landers to set up your repair. Deer claims are common, and usually a very simple process, which fall under comprehensive coverage. This is Chase Landers, asking you to allow Landers to be your collision repair shop of choice. Whether it be a deer hit, fender bender, or the regular, uh-oh, sorry mom, Landers is here for you whenever you need us. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888-Landers. That's 1-888-Landers.
Watch the Lady Rams online at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Ren Lake College.
Welcome. It's time for the Central Christian Church starting lineups. Log on to thenewcentral.com to watch worship services, find ministry, multimedia, and amazing messages for adults and youth alike. It's all at thenewcentral.com. Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. Starting lineup. First for the home team, we'll give you their starters first. Hannah Johnson, a 5'8 freshman guard. Sophie Thompson, a 5'10 sophomore guard. And the forwards, Taylor Flesher, a 5'10 sophomore. Sam Woods, a 5'11 sophomore. And Abby Burrows, a 6-foot sophomore. So 6'5", 5'10", 5'10", and 5'11". A lot of size for the Triad Lady Knights. For Mount Vernon, the same lineup they had last night. Claire Ryan, a 5'8 senior, and Courtney Scarborough, a 5'8 senior, will go along with Micaiah Rush, a 5'5" junior. Hannah Owens, a 6-foot junior, and Aisha Sanders, the 5'10" senior. That's the Central Christian Church starting lineups. Log on to thenewcentral.com to watch worship services, find ministry multimedia, and amazing messages. It's all at thenewcentral.com. Central Christian Church, loving God, loving people. And we'll get things started here as the Community First Bank, the official voice of the Lady Rams, tipping things off. It's Hannah Owens jumping up against Abby Burrows. And the whistle is blown. The ball is in the air, and the tip is controlled by Micaiah Rush. And Mount Vernon, the road black and orange, will move from the right to the left. Claire Ryan into the front court. Over on the right side, 1-3-1 defense by the Lady Knights as expected. They go in the right corner to Aisha. She goes underneath the Rush. Rush shot up, blocked partially. Hannah with the rebound, puts it up. She's fouled, no good. And just like that, Hannah Owens will go to the free throw line. And there are those times, too, as I was over at the Salem tournament this morning watching the Centralia and Belleville East game, that if you can't get the ball inside to your big, sometimes the best thing to do is just shoot it. Hope for the offensive rebound. When you got someone like Hannah Owens in there, it can be like a dump and chase in hockey. Hannah Owens up and good with the first free throw. She'll have one more. Lady Rams 12 of 14 from the free throw line in the first half last night. They'll try to keep that good shooting going as Owens hits both. 2-0 Mount Vernon early on here in this fifth-place game from the Nashville Tournament. The Lady Rams back into a man-to-man. Kayla Fletcher with it. She'll go left wing to Burrows. Burrows working on Hannah Owens in the man-to-man. To Johnson. Back to Burrows on the dribble into the post. And Sanders does a good job of getting in behind the defense, and Woods had to travel with it. So turnover number one for Triad. On the turnover, it'll be Claire Ryan bringing it up for the Lady Rams. 2-0 Mount Vernon. 30 seconds gone by in this game. Two more here from Nashville coming up. As Micaiah Rush gets past to Scarborough, open three, in and out, no good, but a good shot nonetheless as she was aggressive with it. Rebound out to Johnson. Hannah Johnson on the push to Burrows in the left corner. Dribbles back towards the middle of the floor with the right hand, and she'll set up the offense a minute into this one as Mount Vernon holding on to a slim 2-point lead. Woods up top. She'll go left wing. Now inside the spin. The shot. It's up off the glass and good. Count the basket for Taylor Fletcher. Went up with the right hand. Put it off the glass and good. 2-2 our score. Mount Vernon across the timeline working against the 1-3-1. Sanders far side. Ball fakes a few times now to Scarborough. Scarborough dribbles and lobs it over to Ryan on the near side. Claire lobs it back to Scarborough. Scarborough bounced past to Sanders. Had it tipped out of bounds. And it will stay with Mount Vernon. Make your own great play when you open a Community First Bank free high-yield checking account that earns cash back. Just ask for one. Member FDIC. Community First Bank, the official voice of the Lady Rams. Here comes Claire Ryan. 6.5 minutes to go. First quarter. Ball is tipped. Micaiah saves it. Rush in the near corner. Picks up her dribble. Skip past Scarborough. Open again on the right corner for three. Back iron, no good. Long rebound out to Triad, and then Hannah Owens picks up a cheap foul there over the back. No need for that one. And she will walk back to the other end. Full length of the floor to go for Triad in a 2-2 ball game. 6:10 to play, opening quarter here from the Nashville Tournament. Hannah Johnson dribbling it into the front court for the Lady Knights in the home white. All the way into the left corner looking for the post. She was bounded and determined to get it to Thompson, and Thompson loses it on the floor. There's a scrum, jump ball, and it'll stay with Triad. So the Knights inbound underneath their own basket. They'll trigger from the left side. Johnson looks for the skip pass to Burrows. Scarborough just missing it, and the shot is contested by Owens. It's an air ball. The offensive putback by Fletcher is in. Good defense by Mount Vernon, but not good rebounding, and that ball is up and in 4-2. Now Triad taking the first lead of the ball game. Under 6 minutes to go, first quarter. They swing it to Ryan near side. She'll penetrate. Triple teams. Try to spin out over to Scarborough. Open again. Wide open three. Short. She's missed on her first three attempts of wide open looks. And Micaiah Rush will track down the offensive board. Slips through two defenders. Gets it to Scarborough into the corner. Here's Sanders long two. No good. Rush with the offensive rebound. Putback is blocked. And that ball bounced out of bounds and right in front of the official, but he keeps it with Triad. Then we get a travel. So all in all, it works out just fine. It'll be Mount Vernon basketball. Leanne Matthews checking in for Triad. Matthews is a 5'10 junior. Scarborough in front of the Triad bench, inbounds to Ryan. 5:13 to play first quarter. Mount Vernon trailing the Lady Knights 4-2. They get it to Sanders in the corner. She'll go back to Scarborough, swings it around to Ryan. She thought about a three. They close down on her quickly. To Scarborough, penetrates into the lane. Floater up, rims around and falls. Courtney Scarborough's first bucket. It's 4-4. Under 5 to play first quarter, and quickly Hannah Johnson the other way for Triad. They go up top, Flesher. Looking into the post, not there. Burrows on the left wing. Burrows into the post, nearly stolen. Spinning out of it is Matthews, and now she throws it on the floor. Micaiah rushes on the ground, and we get a jump ball, and it'll go back to Mount Vernon. So the Lady Rams have it. So far, the zone not a big problem for Mount Vernon. They just need to hit some shots. They've had 3 open looks from 3. So keep firing it up there. 4.5 to play in the quarter. Scarborough on the right wing looking for the high post. Owens and out to Ryan. She's open near side for 3. Gets it out, no good. Sanders, the weak side rebound off the glass and in. That's what we were talking about. Sometimes the shot is just as good as a pass, and Aisha Sanders puts it in for 2. It's 6-4 Mount Vernon. Flesher up top over on the right wing to Thompson. Thompson up top. Johnson. Hannah Johnson goes to the left wing to Burrows, looking in for Flesher. There she is on the right block. She'll spin, get Sanders in the air, goes off the glass and good. High off the bucket. Taylor Flesher has 6 points. Mount Vernon and Triad tied at 6. 3:57 to play opening quarter here from Nashville. Scarborough swings it near side. Ryan. Oh, she didn't want to step into a 3. Had some time. Over to Scarborough. She ball fakes. Now to Sanders. Sanders in the corner. Lob pass to Ryan. Right elbow. Bounce pass inside to Rush off the glass. No good. Rebound. Sanders. Put back up and in. Aisha Sanders with 4 quick points, and it's 8-6 Mount Vernon regaining the lead. The other way with it, Hannah Johnson in the Knights. Hands it off to Burrows. Burrows. High to Flesher. Right wing. And dribbling it back is Thompson, guarded by Rush. Thompson tries to back in. She can't. Right side to Johnson. Johnson up top to Matthews, guarded by Scarborough. Left side to Burrows. Hannah Johnson comes out to guard her. Baseline cutoff. Back to the middle of the floor. Better get her hand off. They'll call it. Bounce pass inside Flesher. She'll spin. Can't get a shot. Out to Thompson. Thompson over to Johnson on the right wing. Back to Thompson. Looking inside, not there to Matthews. She goes to Burrows' left wing outside of the arc. 2:55 to play first quarter. Patient offense by Triad. To Matthews. Matthews right side Thompson. Dribbles into the middle of the floor. Shot up with the left hand. No good. Rebound out of there to Claire Ryan. Good check out by Ryan. And with under 3 to play in the quarter, Mount Vernon trying to extend their 2-point lead. Against the zone, it's Burrows or Scarborough over to Ryan. Ryan with a little smile as she gives it back to Scarborough. The ball fakes a 3 to Sanders in the corner. She drives baseline, gets around her man. Now jump pass out to Scarborough. Reverse to Ryan. Ryan into the lane. Continues to rush off the glass. Missed it. Point blank range. Abby Burrows out of there. Great job by Mount Vernon, but they couldn't finish. And Coach Jeff Longman quickly to the end of the bench to get a reserve in as Flesher dishes out. Matthews open. High arcing shot. And Leanne Matthews for 2 ties the ball game at 8. So 2 minutes to play. We're tied at 8 in the first quarter of this one. Good competitive ball game. Jasmine Hawkins off the bench. She'll check in for Mount Vernon to next dead ball. Micaiah has it on the deep corner. She'll skip past it. Scarborough open right wing 3. Bang! She got it to go finally. Courtney Scarborough with a 3-pointer, making her 5 on the evening. 11-8. Mount Vernon regaining the lead. 1:40 to play. Here's Flesher, top of the key. Right side. No shot for Thompson. She'll go up top to Johnson. Left wing to Burrows, deep in the corner. Back to the middle of the floor. Now going baseline. She's cut off by Owens. Reaches in, and now we get a jump ball. The defense and aggressiveness by Hannah Owens forcing it. It'll stay with Triad. Hawkins is joined by Peyton Hayes, who makes her first appearance for the Lady Rams. Morgan Strom coming in for Triad. And it'll be the Lady Knights to inbound. Also, Hannah Ditter checking in. She'll inbound in front of the Mount Vernon bench. 3-point Lady Ram lead. A minute 23 go first quarter as Courtney Scarborough knocked down a 3-pointer in the last possession. Dribbling on the right wing is Ditter. Ditter into the post. Knocked out of there by Scarborough, but she goes over the back. for Mount Vernon, their second team foul. So a good clean game to this point, just one foul for Triad out of that zone. Strom to inbound for the Lady Knights. She'll lob it in. On back to Strom, it's tipped out of bounds, and Mount Vernon playing good defense there. It'll be Triad basketball. They lobbed it into Woods and then tried to get it back to Strom. They're going to run the same play. Still looking. Bounce pass and it's kicked, and she did everything but yell, "I'm going to throw it to the block." She stared it down, ball faked to the same spot, and eventually had it kicked. Strom will do it again. They run what looks like the exact same play. They lob it in back to Strom. Strom in the corner, not there. Peyton Hayes closes out, and now they'll finally set up the offense. Ditter back to Strom. Strom, the Ditter in the corner. Nope, thought about it. Now they'll reverse it around. Dribbling it down the baseline. Johnson had it knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with Triad. Active hands by the Lady Rams. 57 seconds to go, and Mount Vernon holding on to a 3-point first quarter lead. Strom inbounds to the right of the bucket now. Looking inside, it's not there. They reverse it to the left block. Here's Matthews. Outside shot up, no good. Ball tipped by Hayes. Loose ball. Mount Vernon finally gets it. After several balls being tipped out of bounds with 49 seconds to go in the first quarter, Mount Vernon has it, a chance to add to their largest lead of the game. It's 11-8 Lady Rams. See if they can get Courtney another look from deep. Hawkins baseline near side, back to Ryan. Triad picking up the pressure a little bit in that 1-3-1. Jump pass to Scarborough. Scarborough will step into another three. In and out, no good, but she looks confident shooting it. 30 seconds to go. Triad with a chance to tie with a 3 or cut it to 1 with a 2. Bringing it up is Hannah Johnson. She'll wait I believe they'll wait for one shot. Johnson will dribble it out. This is your Community First Bank, the official voice of the Lady Rams. 10 seconds to go in the quarter, 11-8. Mount Vernon holding on to the lead. Johnson picks up her dribble, gives it up. Finally, they give it back to Matthews. Matthews with 2, with 1. Are they going to get a shot? They do. It's blocked out of there by Scarborough at the top of the key, and we played one quarter of basketball. Mount Vernon on top of Triad, 11-8. This is Lady Rams Hoops on WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
There's a good reason why Second Chance Auto has been in business for 33 years. They believe in doing business the right way, with honest deals. It's the only way they know. And thanks to Second Chance Auto, you don't have to head out of town to get financing. They offer bank rate financing to everyone. Yes, everyone. You'll find a great selection of quality vehicles with 3-month or 3,000-mile warranties. Come see why they've been successful for 33 years at Second Chance Auto. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
Streaming worldwide at WMIXsports.com. This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
And the streaming sponsored by Renley College. Renley College can save you thousands on your college education. See how and apply online at RLC.edu. Second quarter of action underway. Mount Vernon holding on to an 11-8 lead with the basketball. Moving from right to left in the road black. Scarborough throws it over Ryan's head, and Peyton Hayes saves it into the hands of Triad. Turnover Mount Vernon. Burrows coming the other way with it. Up top to Johnson. Mount Vernon's first turnover. Top of the key to Woods. Woods inside Flesher. Spins. Blocked out of there by Hawkins. Jasmine with a good defensive play. The other way, the Lady Rams at Scarborough. Deep corner. Penetrates in the lane. Jump stop shot. Up. And no good. Well, she made the shot, but they say no basket as they're going to go on the floor. And it will be Mount Vernon basketball. Just a second team foul for Triad. Hawkins to inbound. She'll get it into Ryan on the near baseline. Back inside to Hawkins. She'll go up off the glass. Couldn't get it to fall. And Burrows comes away with a rebound. Another point-blank miss. And Coach Lonning can't believe it. It's been like that the entire tournament, it seems like. Nothing coming easy. Traveling violation the other way, though, as Hannah Johnson skid the foot. Fourth turnover for Triad. And quickly off the bench comes Strom again. And Johnson will sit. 5 first quarter points for Courtney Scarborough to lead Mount Vernon. Flesher had 6 for Triad. They'll skip past it to Ryan on the left wing. Didn't take the 3. Back to Scarborough on the right side. Holds it high. Back to Ryan, top of the key, through her fingertips. Near side to Peyton Hayes. Hayes throws it over to Scarborough. Inside to Owens. Owens shot. A lot of contact, no foul. And a rebound out of there to Thompson. Coach Lonan having a discussion with the far side official. Length of the width of the floor. And meanwhile, in gameplay, it's Burroughs with the basketball. 6.5 to go in the first half. Dribbling on Hannah Owens, and we get a hand check on Owens. And for Mount Vernon, that's 2 on Hannah Owens. Just the team's third, but that's a big second foul. They put a point of emphasis on the hand check. No doubt about it, call. 6:30 to play, first half. With the basketball, Triad and Sophie Thompson dribbling to the far corner. She puts it into the post. It's loose. On the floor is Scarborough, and we get a jump ball. It'll stay with Triad. Dribbling deep and then trying to get it into the post, but Scarborough snipped that one out. She was able to knock it out of bounds. Strom to the left of the rim. She'll inbound, lobs it in to Woods. It's over her head, but chasing it down is Burroughs. To Thompson. Thompson, the left hand, top of the key, guarded by Hayes in the man-to-man. Left wing to Burroughs. Burroughs, into the post it goes. It's tipped out of there, stolen away by Peyton Hayes. Good job by Peyton. And out of there, Claire Ryan with it. 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Now all that's missing is a Hayes three-pointer here. See if they can work one in. Peyton's got it near side, didn't take the 3. She's going to be trapped quickly. Lobs it back top of the key. Ryan into the lane. There's Hannah. Baseline jumper up and in. Hannah Owens, first field goal. She has 4. Timeout Triad. It'll be a 30-second timeout. And all our timeouts are brought to you by the Medicine Shop and Dr. Eric Black, 2339 Broadway. And, of course, Lady Rams basketball brought to you by the Community First Bank. Always bank on your hometown team. Community First Bank, home of the One Account, featuring free checking and high-yield interest. Member FDIC. 5:46 to play first half in this fifth-place game from Nashville. I'm Toby Gullion from the Assembly Hall. Mount Vernon holding on to a 13-8 lead, their largest lead of the game, over the Triad Lady Knights. And after a bucket by Hannah Owens has given her 4 points, she joins Aisha Sanders, who played well in the first quarter with 4. Courtney Scarborough with 5 points to lead the Lady Rams. 6 points for Taylor Flesher and 2 for Leanne Matthews to account for the 8 for Triad. So with the basketball, here comes Sophie Thompson for the Lady Knights, and quickly, Yasmin Hawkins tips it, and it's going to be into the backcourt. Abby Burroughs chases it down. Wow, Jasmine has been very active since coming into the ball game for Rush early on in the first, and she's still playing well. Mount Vernon's Peyton Hayes knocks it out of bounds. Hawkins, a sophomore, playing alongside Hayes, a sophomore. These were 2 girls that were expected by Coach Lonan to contribute next year, really do a good job at the JV level, and then next year at the varsity level, but getting good experience here early on. They get it inside on the inbounds to Woods. Shot is up, no good. Hannah Owens traces down the rebound. Here comes Scarborough on the run. Takes up the dribble to Ryan. Ryan looks to lob it over to Hayes, deep corner, inside to Jasmine. It goes over her head and off the fingertips of Woods. It'll stay with Mount Vernon. Flesher will check back in for Triad. Checking out will be Sam Wood. And Scarborough to inbound to the right of the basket into Hawkins. Hawkins out to Ryan. Going to look for Scarborough, and tipped out of bounds. Abby Burrow read that the entire time. I think everybody did. So Scarborough will inbound is near sideline. 5:08 to play, and a 5-point Lady Ram lead. Gets it out to Ryan. Here's the dribble. Back left side to Scarborough. Scarborough back to Ryan. Ryan right side to Hayes. She's open for 3. Back iron no good, and we get it over the back on Burroughs. Owens had great positioning inside for the offensive rebound, and she will be fouled. Abby Burroughs picks up her second foul, 3rd team foul, and Burroughs will have a seat. Thompson back in. They get it to Hayes, out to Ryan. Ryan right side, inside to Owens. Nice job, turns, spins, and fires. Hannah Owens makes another bucket. Good ball fake to the right wing, instead went into the post, and Hannah Owens finished it from there. It's 15-8 Mount Vernon, approaching the midway point of the quarter. Flesher right side as Mount Vernon trying to get another stop here. Top of the key to Johnson. Johnson working on Ryan, right wing. Thompson looking inside, has her man Matthews, and then we get behind a foul on Scarborough. And Scarborough picks up personal foul, and that will be her second. So 2 for Scarborough, 2 more for Hannah Owens. That's the only fouls for Mount Vernon. They get it into Flesher on the inbound. Out to Johnson. Johnson had it stolen away. Here's Peyton Hayes on the steal, looking to go coast to coast. Good defense on the back check, so Hayes will back it out wisely. Over to Ryan, open for 3. Got to go, Claire Ryan. Big 3-pointer there, and Ryan makes it a 10-point lead for Mount Vernon, 18-8, 4:08 to play first half. Flesher right wing. Inside they go to Matthews. She'll spin, fade, fire, and score. Leanne Matthews with the first bucket. Triad in the quarter that comes halfway through. It's 18-10 Mount Vernon. Ryan over to Scarborough. Scarborough. Skip pass near side to Hayes. Up top to Ryan. Ryan, right wing Scarborough. Holds it, waits, seeing if she can get it inside to Owens. Instead goes back to Ryan between circles. Ryan back to Scarborough. Hawkins will run the baseline as they go to Ryan. 3:35 to go in the first half. Hayes has it and nearly got fouled as they go right side to Scarborough. She'll think about a 3 and instead go to Ryan. Ryan inside, good feed. Hawkins off the glass and missed it. Good feed on the left block. And Jasmine rushed it just a little bit. Here come Triad the other way. Thompson on the right wing, inside Flesher, guarded by Owens. Got to watch out not to pick up her third foul. She forces a pass outside. Up top it goes to Johnson. Johnson, left wing to Strom, and Hawkins is there to hound her. Strom tries to get around. Good job by Hawkins. Inside it goes to Matthews, out to Flesher. Flesher right wing. Thompson with it. She'll bring it back to the middle of the floor, under 3 to play in the half. To Johnson on the right wing. Up top to Matthews. Matthews between circles, left wing. Thompson. Move to Johnson, working on Ryan, tried to penetrate, couldn't get in there. Out to Strom, gets around Jasmine, shot a block out of there by Hawkins, and then we get a jump ball as Ryan contests it with Flesher, and Mount Vernon will get the possession arrow. Aisha Sanders checks in for Mount Vernon for Hawkins, who gave Coach Lana some really good minutes. And Sam Woods back in for Triad and giving Flesher a breather. 18-10, Mount Vernon. Big 3-pointer by Claire Ryan in this second quarter to extend the lead to 10. They now hold an 8-point lead, 2:28 to go first half. Triad zone, not a factor so far. Hayes deep corner over to Ryan. Ryan, jump pass to high post to Owens, and then Scarborough ends up getting it. Her jump pass back to Ryan. Ryan to Peyton Hayes in the corner. She'll skip it over to Scarborough. Didn't take the 3. Hits the deck, keeps her dribble, loses the ball to the sidelines, and it's saved by Ryan. Good active job there by Ryan to Hayes. 2 minutes to go. Now Owens at the free throw line. Jump pass to Sanders baseline, and then she is tip-checked, and a foul on Hannah Johnson. Claire Ryan showing some good speed and a burst to get over there and save that ball from going out of bounds in front of the Triad bench, and she gives her team an extra possession with under 2 to play in the half. Scarborough to inbound, triggering to the left of the hoop, into Hayes. They go to Ryan. Back over to Scarborough now on the left wing, to Courtney, or to Ryan rather. She'll take a 3, top of the key. Didn't get it to go. Ball tipped. Owens comes her way with the offensive rebound. And they'll reset through Ryan up top. Scarborough, she'll try her hand at the left side, and she got it to go. Courtney Scarborough with another 3-pointer, and it's 21-10, Mount Vernon, their largest lead of the game. 90 seconds to play first half. To the left comes Johnson. Back to Strom, guarded by Scarborough in the man-to-man. Strom will back it out. Handing it off to Johnson, and Hannah will move it up top to Woods over on the right wing. As Thompson to Johnson. Minute 10 to go in the half. Inside they look for Woods. Back up top to Matthews. She'll have to reset through Thompson on the right wing. Johnson comes and get it, tops the key, guarded by Ryan. A minute to play in the half. Good defense by Mount Vernon. Sam Woods is posting up strong inside, but Sanders, good positioning there, not allowing anything. Now picking up her dribble. We get a traveling violation before a timeout. Triad's coach trying to get a timeout, but not before the turnover. That's the 5th turnover for Triad. Mount Vernon just worked 1 against that zone. Still at 49 seconds to go in the first half. Mount Vernon holding on to an 11-point lead with the basketball. We'll see if they hold for one. Should be, I think, the thing to do here against the 1-3-1, but they've been so good attacking. We'll see. Claire Ryan with it. Skips it over to Scarborough. Scarborough to Sanders. Back to Scarborough. Over to Ryan. Ryan penetrates around two defenders. Shoots the floater in the lane. Got it to go. You're going to get an open look like that. Might as well do it. Claire Ryan with 5 quick ones here. And it's 23-10. Mount Vernon on top by 13. 20 seconds to play first half in this fifth-place game from the Assembly Hall in Nashville. Ryan will guard Johnson with 10 seconds on the clock, and Triad will run their offense now with 8. They get it into the post to Woods. She'll spin. She'll fire. No good. Rebound to Ryan with 10, or 2 with 1, and that'll do it. After the first half, a very impressive job by the guards of Mount Vernon as they start to shoot the basketball better. And it's a 23-10 lead for Coach Jeff Lonnen's squad in this fifth-place game. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we will have more as we will get started with our Second Chance Auto halftime show. And that's coming up in just a few minutes here as you're listening to Lady Rams basketball on WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Dig in with full contact coal miner training at Red Lake College. Learn in our new 20,000 square feet coal mine training center. Use real equipment like continuous miners and power sitters. And check out the new mine rescue and fire safety training tunnel. Associate degree and occupational certificates available.
We're full contact, hands-on coal mining. Real equipment, real live, all the time.
What are you waiting for? Call 618-437-5321 and get started.
More Americans are on a move today than ever before. One of the most popular modes of transportation is the motorcycle. Motorcycles take us to our jobs, school, to the beach, and all around the country. If you're a bike rider, your Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, wants to make sure you have the best insurance protection while you're riding. Ask about the money-saving auto cycle discount and the experienced driver discount, too. Call Page Insurance at 242-7000 today about motorcycle insurance from Pekin Insurance.
I couldn't resist. Last month's Ram Truck Month was so successful, I have decided to extend the only true truck month. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ram dealer at King City Chrysler, Mount Vernon. You remember me telling you that the deals couldn't get any better, and it can't. That's why I'm glad to extend the opportunity for 0% financing for 72 months, plus $2,000 cash back on new 2013 Ram Quad Cabs and Crew Cabs with the Bighorn, Express, or Outdoorsman packages. 2014s are arriving daily, and we are ready to deal to help close out the 2013 model year. Take advantage of these amazing incentives. Come see one of our sales associates at King City Chrysler Center at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, or shop us online at kingcitychrysler.com. Find us on Facebook, and don't forget our new Express Lane fast oil changes and more for service without an appointment.
This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Second Chance Auto halftime show starts now.
And welcome back to the Assembly Hall. Toby Gullion with you in this fifth-place game from the 7th Annual Nashville Girls Tournament as the Mount Vernon Lady Rams are leading the Triad Lady Knights at the break 23-10. And we will get you a Tony Wilk scoreboard update as a lot of action going on today. Some tournaments wrapping up over at the Centralia Thanksgiving Tournament. They played a couple of games earlier this morning as it was Jerseyville falling to Belleville East 41-36. And Mahomet Seymour beating Mascoutah 54-42. So that sets up tonight's games. Jerseyville and Mascoutah at 6:15. Centralia, Mahomet Seymour at 7:45, and the Orphans a chance to win the championship in that one. From the Salem Thanksgiving Tournament, the girls' tournament, earlier on it was the Centralia Annies falling 35-28 to Belleville East, and it was also Carlisle losing to Olney in that tournament as well, and Salem falling to Teotopolis 38-29. So Salem will play for third place in that tournament. T-Town in the championship against either Civic, Memorial, or Highland. And the Mount Vernon Rams, of course, heading down to Heron for a 7 o'clock matchup against Soldan International Studies of St. Louis. And they've already won the championship there, but they will do their victory lap. First game of the night at 5:30, Salem and Heron underway just now. We'll try to get you an update from that one, as well as if by chance we get the Mount Vernon game started down there, which we will see if that happens or not. But anyway, so that's all going on, and that is part of the Tony Wilt scoreboard update. Tony Wilt, glad to help your family with all their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com, or look for the White State Farm Chief around town. Mount Vernon's guards have come to play. Claire Ryan's hit a couple of threes. Courtney Scarborough hit a three. And they have done a good job defensively as well as really limiting what Triad has tried to do. So we will see if they can continue to do that. We'll get the leading scorers coming up in just a bit as part of the Second Chance Auto halftime show. Second Chance Auto in Mount Vernon has a vehicle to meet your needs and your budget. There's a reason Second Chance Auto has been around for 33 years. They offer the largest selection in one location. No fancy sales gimmicks, no pressure, just honest deals on great vehicles with bank rate financing available for all. There's a reason they've been here 33 years. See it for yourself at Second Chance Auto in Mount Vernon. We've got about 5 minutes to go in the halftime. 23-10 Mount Vernon on top of Triad. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on WMIX Sports.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. Imagine this. You're driving down the road. It's dark as can be outside. Thank goodness you just had that left headlight bulb replaced. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see a thing. Now, close your eyes. Okay, don't close your eyes. You're supposed to be driving. Imagine noticing a slight twinkle off to the left, just above the ditch. What is that, you think to yourself? All of a sudden, whap! You've just encountered your first deer hit. The left side of your vehicle is beat up pretty bad. The next thing I want you to imagine is very simple. Picking up your phone and dialing 1-888-LANDERS to set up your repair. Deer claims are common, and usually a very simple process, which fall under comprehensive coverage. This is Chase Landers, asking you to allow Landers to be your collision repair shop of choice. Whether it be a deer hit, fender bender, or the regular, uh-oh, sorry mom, Landers is here for you whenever you need us. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888-LANDERS, that's 1-888-LANDERS.
Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler. This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball.
And the Winning Edge, a proud booster of Lady Rams hoops. Looking for an award to recognize an individual, team, or other accomplishment? Check out Winning Edge's fashionable line of plaques, trophies, medallions, glass, and acrylics. Leading the way in that first half for the Mount Vernon Lady Rams, they got 8 points out of Courtney Scarborough, 6 more from Hannah Owens, 5 from Claire Ryan, and 4 from Aisha Sanders. As Peyton Hayes came in, she's played well, and also coming in, Jasmine Hawkins, and playing a lot in the first half, and she did a really nice job for Coach Launen as well. Leading the way for Triad, they've only had 2 people score. 6 points in the first quarter for Taylor Flesher, 4 in the game so far for Leanne Matthews, and Mount Vernon outscoring Triad 12-2 in the second quarter. 5 Triad turnovers to just 1 for Mount Vernon. 2 for 2 from the foul line are the Lady Rams. Triad is yet to attempt a free throw. We're at halftime at the Second Chance Auto halftime show here from Nashville. Second Chance Auto in Mount Vernon has a vehicle to meet your needs and your budget. There's a reason they've been around for 33 years. They offer the largest selection in one location as just honest deals. Great vehicles, bank rate financing available for all. See for yourself at Second Chance Auto in Mount Vernon. We'll take another break, come back with more of the Second Chance Auto halftime show. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX Sports.
Is your insurance deductible met? Do you have sleep apnea? Call the Medicine Shop Pharmacy to order a new mask or supplies for your CPAP or BiPAP before your deductible starts over next year. Our respiratory therapists will take the time to make sure your mask and supplies are a good fit for your needs. The Medicine Shop is also your #1 source for nebulizers and associated supplies. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We have 3 respiratory therapists full-time. That allows us, with our respiratory care, a great deal of flexibility to take care of everything from ventilator needs for infants down to simple nebulizer needs for a sick child, and everything in between, oxygen, CPAP, BiPAP therapy. Our respiratory therapists are wonderful, skilled at that.
We look forward to hearing from you. Give us a call. The Medicine Shop is a locally owned business run by local people. Happy holidays from the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball.
We're about set for the second half. You've been listening to the Second Chance Auto halftime show as we get set for the second half of action. And we are thankful for our streaming sponsor, Rend Lake College. Rend Lake College offers 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. See which is right for you with full descriptions at rlc.edu. Apply online while you're there. 23-10 Mount Vernon leading at the halftime break as we start the third and final quarter. They quickly move things along here, getting started just a hair late on game number 2. But game number 3 of the day will be the third-place game. It'll be the Jayhawks of Collinsville taking on Muscuda. And the championship later on tonight should be a good one. Massac County and Nashville. The Hornets trying to win yet another Nashville Tournament championship. And breaking the huddle for the Lady Rams, here comes Claire Ryan, Micaiah Rush, also Aisha Sanders, Hannah Owens, and Courtney Scarborough. Flesher in there with Woods, Johnson, Thompson, and Burrows for Triad. Winner to take home 5th place in this tournament and go to an even 2-2 in the year. The Triad, moving from right to left, will start with the basketball. Dribbling it up is their point guard. That's Johnson. Johnson dribbles to the right side, hands off to Flesher at the elbow. Flesher just holds it. Now Scarborough comes through and takes it, and then is handled by Flesher. Scarborough noticed that all Flesher was doing was holding on to the basketball, so she snuck in, and the 6th turnover for Triad will give it back to the Lady Rams, right in front of the Triad bench. So Scarborough will inbound to Ryan, and Mount Vernon with their first possession of the second half. We'll see if their guards can stay hot. And if they do, we'll see if that opens up things on the inside for Owens. Sanders on the right wing, out to Scarborough against that 1-3-1. Back to left wing, there's Ryan. Thought about a 3, now baseline to Rush. Rush, ball fakes. Skip pass, right wing, Scarborough puts it on the deck. Jump stops, floats, no good. Rebound to Burrows. Here comes Triad on the run. Burrows with the left hand, shot up, and she's fouled. She'll shoot 2. The trio of Lady Rams back. We'll see who they give the foul to. And it'll go against Claire Ryan. That's good because Hannah Owens was in the group there too, and she's got 2. So you try to avoid that. Courtney Scarborough with 2 fouls as well. Free throw up and good for Burrows. She'll have another. First point in a long time for Triad is they only scored 2 in the second quarter. Next one on the way. Good. So now pressure shown as they lob it over to Rush. Mount Vernon gets it across the timeline. Micaiah hooks away around one defender, now brings it back up top to Ryan. A minute gone by, third quarter. Toby Gullion with you. As approaching 6 o'clock. Lady Rams trying to hold on to this victory. Micaiah Rush has it on the left wing. Skip past the Scarborough right side. Inside to Owens. It's stolen away. Too slow developing there. And another turnover. The second, though, for Mount Vernon. Handing it off with the basketball is Hannah Johnson. She'll go to Flesher at the high post. Flesher, again, not looking toward the basket at all, just looking to dump it off to Thompson. Sophie Thompson brings it back between circles to Burrows. Guarded by Owens. Owens daring her to drive. Burrows doesn't want any part of it. They reverse it over to Johnson on the right wing. Johnson up top to Thompson. Thompson with the dribble. Back to Johnson. There's a screen up top to Flesher. Flesher looking near side for Burrows. Has her. Burrows on the dribble and then carried it. Turnover, Triad again. 7th turnover for the night. 6:18 third quarter, 23-12 Mount Vernon, and Strom quickly off the bench as Morgan will come in for Triad to replace Flesher. Lady Rams length to the floor to go. Here's Claire Ryan with it. Across the timeline, she walks it up. 11-point lead for Mount Vernon. Sanders in the right corner. Looks to go baseline. Gets around one defender and stepped on the end line. Not really how you want to attack that 1-3-1 with that kind of penetration. Want to make sure you work it around the perimeter with the pass. And Sanders stepped on the end line, got herself turned over there. And with 6:02 to play third quarter, an 11-point Mount Vernon lead. And wow, good move there by Johnson to keep it alive. Get the screen. Burrows then carried it again. Now we're going to get a foul. Foul on the screen going against Woods, and that'll be Mount Vernon basketball on the turnover. Under 6 to play, and Mount Vernon seems to be going in the right direction for them as they played well to this point. Ryan with the basketball to run the offense for the Lady Rams. She goes to Scarborough. Now back to Ryan on the left wing. Back to Scarborough on the right wing. She'll hold it high. Now back to Ryan. She's playing a little game of catch. Inside, good feed. Rush off the glass, missed it. Rebound, Sanders put back up and in. Aisha, right spot. She has 6. Rush missed it at point blank, but right place, right time for Aisha Sanders. Peyton Hayes will check in at the next dead ball. Now Vernon's lead back up to 13. Johnson out, Burrows for 3. No good, short, and Rush comes away with a rebound. Ryan on the run. Gets it to Scarborough. They run the secondary, tried to get it into Owens. It's tipped out of bounds. Hustling back there with Sophie Thompson. Hayes checking in, and Sanders will have a seat. So Scarborough to trigger to the left of the bucket for the Lady Rams. Get it out to Ryan. Jump pass inside. There's Owens. Spins, fires off the glass, and good. Hannah Owens on a good move. She has 8, and it's 27-12. Mount Vernon, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Johnson dribbling it up for Triad. She goes to the left wing to Burrows. Burrows on the floor, gets around Owens, and then we get a foul on the floor by Mount Vernon. They gave it to Courtney Scarborough, and that's her third. That's a big foul for Courtney, and Coach Lonan is going to allow her to stay in at least for right now. And they lob it in, stolen away, Peyton Hayes. Same play they ran majority of the time when they're inbound, tried to lob it into their big, and Hayes wasn't going to be fooled. She was right there for the 9th turnover for Triad. 4:45 to play in the third, and a 15-point Mount Vernon lead. They get it to Owen left block, gets around her man, shot up and a foul. Got caught sleeping to Sam Woods, and Owens took advantage of it. Hannah will go to the line to shoot 2. And it's been several minutes now since the last field goal as Triad scored middle part of the first part, I guess, of that second quarter, and they haven't had a field goal since. Free throw from Owens on the way, missed it short. First miss from the free throw line today. She's 2 out of 3. Woods is out, and Matthews checking in for Triad. So Hannah will get one more shot, trying to give herself 9 and extend the 15-point lead for the Rams. Off her fingertips, missed it to the right. The rebound is not going to be available. It's out of bounds. The Triad will have it. 4:38 to play. And Mount Vernon backs their defense up into the half court. Full length of the floor to go as Johnson dribbles it up for the Lady Knights. They have not shown any explosiveness offensively yet, and we're approaching about a quarter and a half left to play. That ball's tipped out by Ryan, and Strom will go back into the backcourt to get it. She'll hand it off to Johnson. Johnson on the dribble out through Thompson. Thompson works back to the middle. Rush has her. And then it's stolen away by Scarborough. Scarborough up ahead to Rush. Rush to Ryan. Ryan stops and gets her man in the air and then finishes. Claire Ryan. Timeout, Triad. Claire Ryan, a good job of composing herself on the block, getting her man in the air, and then going up and scoring. And this timeout, as all timeouts, are brought to you by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, a proud sponsor of the Lady Rams once again. Dr. Eric Black and staff support the local community and wish the Lady Rams the very best this season. We are from the Ford Square King City Chrysler Mobile Studios in Nashville. 4:07 to play third quarter of this fifth-place game. And that is how far separates Mount Vernon from a trophy here at Nashville. As they're holding on to a 17-point lead. 10 turnovers for Triad in the game, and Mount Vernon has only turned it over 3 times. Coach London, again, was worried about where scoring would come from. Well, so far they got 8 points from Owens, 8 more from Scarborough, and 7 from Claire Ryan. They got 6 points from Aisha Sanders, so they spread it around quite a bit. Cannot be upset if you're Coach London about that effort. This is your Community First Bank Lady Rams broadcast. Your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Out of the timeout by Triad, it'll be Knights basketball trailing by 17 as Mount Vernon gets set to play some more defense. Johnson brings it up against the man-to-man. Left wing to Burrows, guarded by Owens once again. To Matthews between circle. Right wing to Johnson. Johnson back to the middle of the floor to Burrows. Looking into the post. Matthews posting up on Hayes, but Hayes fronts her. Here comes the help side from Courtney. And Courtney Scarborough forces another turnover. She hits the deck. Good job by her. And now Claire Ryan brings it into the front court. On the dribble, bounce pass. Here's Scarborough into the corner to Ryan. Ryan, wide open three, didn't take it inside. Owens spins in the middle of the floor, up and in. Hannah Owens from about 2 feet out, spun in the middle of the lane, used her right hand and got it to go. 31-12, Mount Vernon running away with it. 3:18 to play in the third quarter. Burrows on the left wing, now looks to penetrate, loses the handle. It's tipped out of bounds by Mount Vernon. So it'll be Triad basketball to the left of their rim. They'll trigger the inbound with number 23, Sophie Thompson. Nobody's moving at all. Now finally they hand it off, and Micaiah tips it out of bounds. That was not a very well-run play at all. It was a lot of go, go, go with no one going. Now they try it again. Johnson to inbound. Now there's some movement. They get it in. Johnson wanting it back. She has it. Back to Thompson. Open right wing three. No good. Hannah Owens goes up to get the rebound. Here come the Lady Rams up by 19 to basketball. 3 minutes to go in the third. Micaiah Rush skip past to Scarborough. Scarborough steps into a three, right wing, buried it. Held the hand up just a little bit longer to make sure it fell. It's 11 for Scarborough, 34-12. The round is on in Nashville as Mount Vernon running away on Triad. 2:41 to play in the third. They give it up top between circles. They go inside, and Hayes fighting inside with Matthews picks up a personal foul. Jasmine Hawkins now will get a chance to sub in. See who she gets. She's going to get Micaiah Rush. Flesher is going to check in for Triad. Also checking in is number 14, Hannah Ditter. So Flesher and Ditter in for Triad. Hawkins is in for Mount Vernon. They lob it in. Scarborough tipped it out of there, and it's stolen away by Hayes, but Scarborough knocked another one loose. Up ahead, Ryan inside to Jasmine Hawkins, out to Ryan. Ryan, step back three-pointer, air ball. Rebound to Hawkins. Hawkins gets it to Hayes. Hayes up top to Scarborough, and the Mount Vernon Lady Rams will wisely set it up, let some clock run, and look for a good shot. Jump past Scarborough. Thought about a huge deep three. Got it to go. Scarborough from way downtown. Looked at the rim, said, wow, that looks a lot larger than usual, and then decided to shoot it. Buried it, 37-12. Scarborough's hit 4 3-pointers here, and we've got 1:55 to go in the third quarter. Right wing, that's how you bust a zone. They get it inside, tipped away, stolen away by Ryan. Ryan up ahead, Hawkins. Hawkins on the run, left it. Hawkins gets it to go. That's her first bucket. And it's 39-12, and Triad's going to empty their bench almost. 4 subs coming in for Triad. And that's only because that's all the subs they have, I believe. They give it up top, and it's nearly stolen away by Hawkins. Johnson with it to Thompson. She'll hand it off to Burrows. 1:19 to go in the third quarter, and it's a 27-point Mount Vernon lead. Looking inside, nothing there to Flesher at the free throw line. Lobs it in, shot up off the glass and good. And Woods with the first field goal in a long time, and then Mount Vernon on an inbound violation, stepping in before they threw it. So that's not what you want to see closing out a quarter. Is Hester will check in for Mount Vernon, and Owens will sit. We'll get you all the subs. As Strom in there. Sam Wildhaber is in there. Wildhaber is in there for Triad as well. 3-pointer coming out of the corner. No good, and Hester has it tipped out of bounds. Oh, and they're going to say it stays with Triad. Hester got all over her back, but 1 minute to play in the third. They lob it in again, and once again it's nearly stolen. That play has not worked all night long. Matthews chases it down, goes to Thompson. Thompson will go up top with it. Lisa Dickman. Dickman over on the right wing to Strom. Strom tries to direct traffic, and still dribbling it, waiting. And now dribbles to the middle of the floor. Hands it off. Here's Dickman. Dickman to the right side. Nothing there by defense there by Hawkins, not allowing anything, and Triad looks pretty stagnant. Now they're going to be, I believe, content to maybe hold for one shot. Driving in is Thompson. She'll back it back out. Over to Dickman. She's between circles. 20 seconds on the clock to Strom. 25-point Mount Vernon lead. Strong comes near side to Thompson. Thompson back to the center circle. 10 seconds on the clock. Now with 8 to go. Thompson hands it off Strom, left wing for 3. Back iron, no good. Hawkins with the rebound. With 2, with 1. Final heave at the buzzer, no good. Mount Vernon pulls away in the third quarter. They lead 39-14. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX Sports.
Dig in with full contact coal miner training at Red Lake College. Learn in our new 20,000 square feet coal mine training center. Use real equipment like continuous miners and power sitters. And check out the new mine rescue and fire safety training tunnel. Associate degree and occupational certificates available.
We're full contact, hands-on coal mining. Real equipment, real live, all the time.
What are you waiting for? Call 618-437-5321 and get started.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
Back to Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Lady Rams outscoring Triad 16-4 in the third quarter, and that follows up a 12-2 second quarter, and that's why they lead 39-14 with 8 minutes to go between them and a 2-2 record here at Nashville, and a fifth-place finish. Courtney Scarborough has hit 4 3-pointers. She leads the way with 14. Hannah Owens has 10 points. Claire Ryan has hit a 3-pointer. She has 7 to lead the way for the Lady Rams. We'll set the lineup for you as Aisha Sanders has it. Skips it out to Ryan on the left wing. Penetrates in the lane. Jump pass on the block. Shot up. No good. Rebound Sanders. Put back up and in. Aisha Sanders. She has 8. And it's 41-14. Dribbling it up is Thompson. She'll hand it off to Strom for Triad. Trying to get something going. Hannah Owens in there with Sanders along with Ryan Scarborough, and as the shot is up off the glass and good by number 22, Leanne Matthews. As Claire Ryan will bring it up for Mount Vernon. Here's Ryan. She goes to the left corner. Skipping him out of there is Colleen Scoble, who's also in the lineup. Jump pass. Here's Ryan. Thought about a 3. Didn't take it. Pulls it back out. A minute gone by. Scoble in the left corner. Holds it. Now brings it out to Ryan. Ryan dribbles in, penetrates out. Courtney Scarborough for 3 again. In and out. No good. Just missed. Scoble comes away with a rebound, then loses it. Loose ball on the floor. Triad has it. Strong comes out and away with it for the Knights. She runs it up. Goes to Thompson on the left wing. Sophie dribbles. Back out to Strom. And Strom between circles sets the offense for Triad. Left wing to Thompson. Thompson, 6:30 to play. Dribbles into the lane, and it's nearly stolen by Sanders. Instead, she picks up the personal foul. Just the 4th foul for Mount Vernon, only 3 for Triad. 41-16, Mount Vernon on top. And the sub coming in, number 14, Hannah Ditter, checking in for Triad. And Johnson also back in. Shot up, blocked by Owens. Here comes Mount Vernon on the run. Claire Ryan, bounce pass, left side. Scarborough up and good. A lot of contact. Courtney Scarborough using the left hand and finishes home. It's 43-16. Scarborough with 16 points. Her and Hannah have alternated leading scorer duties as they get it into Matthews. Matthews jumps and dribbles just before the travel out to Strom for 3. Back iron, no good. Ball tipped. And the foul is on Triad. The ball finds its way all the way down to the hospitality room, and if the official going down there hears me, he'll grab me a piece of pizza, I guess. No, he must not have heard me. 6 minutes to play in the ball game here from Nashville. Toby Gullion bringing you the Lady Rams in their 5th place game against Triad, having it well in hand at 43-16. And Claire Ryan brings it up over to Scarborough, who's had a big night. Jump pass inside. Owens spins into the lane, up and in. Hannah Owens with 12. If you can combine her inside with the way that the Mount Vernon Lady Rams have played from the perimeter tonight, that's going to be a pretty good combination down the road. Ditter with the basketball into the lane, out to Strom, passed on a three, top of the key. Now she eyes it again, then passed again. Ditter will dribble it back out. Now she looks to penetrate, nothing there, over to Matthews. Matthews on the block, spins baseline, and she's fouled by Owen. Diana picks up her third personal foul. That'll get Hester off the bench for the Lady Rams. 2 shots coming for Leanne Matthews. She has 6 points in the ball game, which ties Flesher for the team lead, and Flesher got all 6 early in the first quarter. Hester in, Owens out. First free throw, no good. So one more coming. Free throw number 2 on its way. It's good. Coming out of it, Claire Ryan with the basketball. She'll bring it up for the Lady Rams, holding on to this 45-17 lead. Scarborough to Hester. Hester back to Scarborough right wing. Courtney skips it over to Ryan, open for 3, and she got it. Claire Ryan, she can tell, just itching to shoot that one. She gets into double figures with 10, and the Lady Rams have put their shooting shoes on tonight. It's amazing what fresh legs will do. Here's a 3 on the way from Strom. It's well short, and the rebound to Ryan. One and done. Scarborough now on the fast break. Pulls it back out in the right corner to Ryan. She'll penetrate, shoots it over the defender, no good. We get a foul away from the basket, or away from the ball. And because it's 31 points, it's going to be continuous clock, so this one's going to get done in a hurry. 48-17, the foul coming on Mount Vernon away from the basketball, and that foul is on Aisha Sanders. So the continuous clock will run at 4:18 and counting, 48-17. Bonus coming if Triad gets fouled again as they get it out to Ditter. Ditter gets her screen. Hayes works around it. Into the corner to Strom. Strom back to the middle, looking for some spacing, guarded by Scoble. Right wing to Dickman. She'll dribble it back up top, and Ditter will run with it. Under 4 to play in the game. Mount Vernon going to go to 2-2 and 5th place in this tournament. Strom fade, or the floater no good with an air ball. Ditter gets the rebound. Into the post it goes to Matthews. Matthews out. Over to Strom. Strom thought about a 3, but thought, I don't really want to miss another one. She's missed badly on her last few attempts. And Hawkins will reach in, and we'll get free throws coming on the bonus, and that will be okay as the clock will continue to run. Bonus coming. We'll get a sub in for Mount Vernon as Kenzie Rankin, the 5'7" junior, checks in, and Jasmine Hawkins, who's played well since she's been in the ball game. She will have a seat. 1-1 coming. First free throw, short, no good. And the long rebound is out of bounds off of Triad. Mount Vernon basketball. So Rams fans, after this one, can flip over to 94.1 at 7 o'clock for the Mount Vernon Rams Soldan International Studies game on WMIX. As Scoble has it, her shot is up and short. Rebound, Hayes, put back, no good. There's Hester on the put back, and she's fouled. Miriam Hester will go to the free throw line for the Lady Rams, and with 2.5 minutes and counting going on this continuous clock, this could be one of the few things you've got left to go, as 2 shots are coming. Hester looking to get herself into the scoring column for the first time. And no good. One more coming. We get some subs in for Mount Vernon. Brianna George and Indira Cantiana are checking in. Cantiana, a 5'3" senior, George, a 5'5" sophomore. So more subs coming in for Coach Lonan with 2 minutes and counting to go. Hester's second free throw is no good. And we get an over the back on Hester as the long rebound came to her. And the Triad player tried to block her out, and Hester goes over the back. So we'll go the other way to shoot more free throws. And on the line will be Hannah Ditter. 1 in the bonus with 1:38 and counting. The only thing in question will be the final score, and it's been that way since early on in the third quarter. First free throw on the bonus shot from Ditter is good. Her first point. Just 7 total field goals and only 3 for Triad since the first quarter. Free throw, no good. Rebound to Matthews. She spins. Shot up, no good. Gets the rebound. Put back is in. Morgan Strong. And Mount Vernon the other way, up by 28. Canciana thought about a 3, didn't take it. Now inside to Hester, turns and fires, and Miriam couldn't get it to go. Loose ball. And picking it up will be Mount Vernon. George, right wing to Rankin. Rankin inside to Hester. It's tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with Mount Vernon with 40 seconds and counting as Mascoutah makes their way up, ready for their game with Collinsville for third place before the championship of Massac County, Nashville. Hester spins on the inbounds, has it blocked away with 30 seconds to go. Loose ball, jump ball. Clock stopped at 25.5 seconds. And we'll go again. So here come Triad. That will be the final 20 seconds, and then we will talk to Coach Jeff Lonnan about a good ball game from his squad, getting them ready for the conference season as it gets started in earnest next week. 10 seconds on the clock. Hitter dribbles, has it nearly stolen, out, and that with 3 on the clock, 2 and 1. The buzzer, no good, and that's it. Mount Vernon Lady Rams win 5th place here in Nashville. Final score 48-20 as they finish up that game with a 9-6 advantage in the fourth quarter on Triad. We will take a break and wrap things up to talk to Coach Jeff Lonnan and finish up our broadcast here from the Nashville Girls Tournament. Once again, the Mount Vernon Lady Rams on top of Triad, 48-20. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX Sports.
Wouldn't it be amazing if there was somewhere you could listen to knowledgeable discussion, interviews with a great mix of coaches, get the scores, and be entertained? You must have missed last week's Saturday Sports Show. Give AM 940 a couple hours every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news, and we'll give you the info you need like no one else can. It's your best option this sports season. The Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Powered by Crossroads Community Hospital.
People's National Bank has served the communities of Southern Illinois since 1909. People's National Bank's strong roots extend deep in the communities we serve through the local schools, chambers, summer youth programs, charities, businesses, and much more. Whether you are a teacher, a farmer, business owner, plant manager, or janitor, People's National Bank has the financial strength and knowledge along with high-quality products and services to help you with your financial needs. People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909, member FDIC.
There's nothing better than fall. Baseball playoffs, a chill in the air, and the new model year on the lot at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer at Ford Square. 2014s are here, and 3 of America's favorite vehicles are stronger than ever. Ford Fiestas have unbelievable fuel economy, and right now you can pay only $14,311 plus tax, title, and destination. The 2014 Ford Focus also has great fuel economy. How about just $15,663 plus tax, title, and destination? I'm not done. The Ford Fusion is back and better in 2014, the perfect midsize sedan. If you're a Farm Bureau member and financed through Ford Motor Credit, you can drive a new Fusion home for just $18,814 plus tax, title, and destination. The 2014 model year means new deals on new vehicles. Come see one of our associates at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, or find their inventory online at fordsquare.com.
When you hear the warm, inviting sound of a crackling fire, what comes to mind? A rustic campground? A cozy cabin? How about the new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center? Our new family lounges feature a lot of comforts you might not expect. Things like this. No, that's not a babbling brook or serene stream out in the countryside. It's a 2-story waterfall located right here at Good Samaritan. And that's not the only way we're raising the bar for patient comfort. We've added lush healing gardens, as well as wall after wall of beautiful artwork, all designed to create the perfect healing atmosphere. And if all this sounds like music to your ears, we encourage you to check us out. Chances are, we're not too far from where you are right now.
The new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar.
This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show starts now.
Schmidt Chevrolet, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon, or SchmidtChevrolet.com. Mount Vernon victorious 48-20 with a running clock. Final half of the fourth quarter, and leading the charge with 3 in double figures. It was 16 out of Courtney Scarborough, including 4 big three-pointers. 12 points from Hannah Owens, 10 more from Claire Ryan. Claire hit 2 threes as well. 8 points from Aisha Sanders, 2 more from Kinsey Hawkins, who came in off the bench and played well. 2 of 6 from the foul line, just 4 turnovers for Mount Vernon. Leading the way for Triad, 7 points for Leanne Matthews, 6 for Taylor Flesher. They got 2 points each from Morgan Strom, also from Hannah Ditter, and from Sam Woods, and 1 point from Abby Burrows. So not a lot of scoring, 4 of 7 from the foul line. And Coach Jeff Lonnon will join us as part of the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. Coming up next, Schmidt Chevrolet, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon, and SchmidtChevrolet.com. We'll talk to Coach Lonnon about this victory after this. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
For 16 years, I wrote about the area's great teams. Now I'm part of a great team, the sales team, Schmidt Ford of Salem. Hi, folks, it's Mike McManus, and I'm proud to be part of the Schmidt Ford family. Whether it be a new or pre-owned vehicle, let me or any other of our professional sales consultants help you find your next car or truck. You'll be glad you did. So stop by Schmidt Ford of Salem or visit us online at SchmidtFordofSalem.com.
Renly College's Adult Volunteer Literacy Program is looking for volunteers to help stop adult illiteracy. Give the gift of reading and be a hero forever. Renly College will provide you with training and materials to help adults develop the basic reading ability needed to excel. You can work one-on-one, tutor a small group, or work with students in an adult education classroom. Experience the joy of helping others and change a life. Call Renly College's Volunteer Partnership toll-free at 800-369-5321, extension 1342.
Streaming worldwide at WMIXSports.com. This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
Welcome back to the Assembly Hall in Nashville. Toby Gullion joined by Coach Jeff Lonnon and Mount Vernon Lady Rams. 48-20 winners over Triad. And, Coach, it's amazing what fresh legs will do for you.
Yes, it is. And, the night sleep was much needed after yesterday, for sure. We had some tired kids last night playing in that Mascoutah game, and I think they got off their feet, did a good job of hydrating and doing the things they needed to do. Even into the day, they showed up. They seemed like they were. I was worried that when I showed up, I was going to see a bunch of sore kids and kids kind of licking their wounds, but really not. They were in good mood. They came over here and they had a really nice offensive game. And did a very good job on the defensive end, and we got just what we wanted.
The three-point shot early on was big for you as Courtney and Claire both hit some threes, and that really, you could see, even Courtney I thought big because she missed her first three, but she was so close, she just continued to shoot, and she got in a rhythm.
Well, and those aren't chances she had yesterday because those two teams that we played yesterday were hardcore man-to-man teams. And, this is a zone team, and anytime the difference between playing against this type of defense and what we played against yesterday is like the two ends of the world. You get looks versus zone, and you get things behind the arc basically anytime you want them. But the key is you got to knock them down. Against that hard man that Massac plays and Mascoutah plays, it's just really hard to get loose and get a look. And that's why we just weren't able to get going offensively yesterday, is because they were able to both of those teams were able to match up with us athlete for athlete and not give us the looks that we got today.
Yesterday it was Peyton coming in, giving you a good second half. Today Jasmine came off the bench and really, I thought, played good minutes for you today.
Yes. Well, I can't. Listen, we need depth. Yeah, it's no secret. We can't just play 5 kids for 4 quarters. That's my days of small school basketball are over. We used to do that back in Anna and Edwards County and Benton. it was 5 kids from the opening going to the end, and we had 5 kids in the game and about 3 on the bench and 3 sets of angry parents and 5 sets of happy parents, and that's about how it went in those years. But that Mount Vernon, with our size and our enrollment, we need to be able to utilize more than 5 kids, and I know that. But the thing is they have to kind of earn our confidence as a coaching staff, and they have to kind of earn their time out there, and I gave some kids some chances today, and I thought Jasmine responded fairly well. I thought Peyton responded well yesterday. And coming out of this tournament, now I have 2 kids there that I think a little bit differently now whenever I look down that bench. And that's, they're going to be in the mix a little bit more now as sophomores.
And that's what's good, too. And I'll ask you one more thing before this, but that's what's good about team tournaments like this. It's kids like Peyton and Jasmine who would be JV contributors might not, you get to look at them hardcore in a varsity situation and not guess how they'll translate into that. So it's good to get that experience heading into the JV season.
It is, because they'll be main players in on the JV schedule. They probably won't come off the court a whole lot, those 2, and then Miriam will play down and play some JV, and you've got to have players and at this level, and the faster they can come along, the better off we will be. And I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but this tournament is full of athletes. You look out there right now at that Muscuda team, and then you look down there at that Collinsville team. There's not a bad athlete on the floor in front of us right now. There's about 25 of them as we're looking at both ends of this floor. And, if you're going to be successful at the 3A level, especially, you better have some athletes and some kids who can grow up real fast and play. And that's why I always emphasize the summer and being there and, committing yourself to it, because you just can't have one foot in. You just can't. You've got to have both feet in, and you've got to commit to it. And if you're not, then, you're on the outside looking in at all these other kids you have. And so we are right now working real hard, trying to develop that bench, trying to get them to invest as much as possible, and hopefully become starters next year as well.
And you can open the conference season coming up next week at home, which is always nice to get back home.
Yeah, it's a nice gym to play in. I'll tell you that. It's the best home gym in the state, I believe. I love it there, and it's not the greatest gym to practice in, but I will tell you this: when you play there, it is a really friendly place to play for us, and it has been for about 80 years now, I guess, so for a lot of teams and generations. But that's what makes it special. And we'll open conference play on Monday night against Gullion, and that's where we start to try to defend our conference title. And I told them in there, I said, what you do at the Nashville Tournament doesn't mean anything in February whenever this conference race is coming down. We just got to get better. We got 2 wins out of this. We probably should have beat the best team in the tournament yesterday, and we didn't. We just came short. But there's a lot of positives you can take out of this. We beat the 2 teams we probably should have. We probably should have beat a team we probably maybe shouldn't have beat, and then we got beat by Muscuda. I don't know how to describe that. It was just a loss. They just played better than we did. So last year we came out of this tournament 3-1. This year we came out 2-2. Yeah. The difference was 2nd and 5th, and it's just 1 win. It's just when you win them, I guess, is when it makes a difference. So I'm happy coming out of this. Wish we could have won another game or 2, obviously, but we didn't completely flop here, and we learned some things about ourselves, and that's what I wanted to do.
Coach, it's been fun watching you. I can't wait to watch more of you down the road. Congratulations.
Appreciate you coming, and you have done yourself justice here, and I'm going to tell Hugo that he needs to buy you a pizza.
There you go. If you can get that done, I'll know you can do anything. All right, there you go. All right, that's Jeff Lund, the Lady Rams route 48-20 victors. As we wrap things up here for the Schmidt Chevy postgame show, the Lady Rams will be back in action at home Monday versus Cahokia. Get out and support them. For Holly back at the station, I'm Toby Gullion. Once again, our final 48-20. Mount Vernon defeating Triad for 5th from Nashville. This has been Lady Rams basketball on WMIX Sports.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. Lady Rams basketball on WMIX Sports is powered by the official voice of Lady Rams Athletics, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Lady Rams basketball is also sponsored in part by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square, and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Red Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital. Raising the bar. Winning Edge, Schmidt Ford of Salem, and also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem, Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, All Stars and Stitches, Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank. Stay in the game on Twitter. Follow us at WMIX Sports or log on to WMIXsports.com. Now back to regular programming on the legendary WMIX.